I think Lance is, still, in a space where we should be careful with him. Growing injuries can linger for a time, so we'll probably keep him out tonight. Shane is probably technically could play. He's feeling a lot better, but he hasn't really been through, kind of the grind of practices and scrimmages just yet. So we're trying to, if we can, get him through tonight, practice tomorrow, and then look forward to him playing Friday. But I think if we had to have him tonight, I think he could play.
What are you seeing from Clay Anthony? He's been struggling with his shot a bit.
Well, I think just for Clee, which we've talked to him about, to not really worry about the shot so much. I think as a young player or any player that is trying to just solidify an opportunity for himself, find what it is you can do to just help the team. And so, defense and energy and being a guy that plays with passion is what attracted everybody to him and why we drafted him. So those are the things you want to see from Clee every night. And if he makes a shot, we'll take that as well.
You have quite a couple veterans on this team, but with the situation the team's in right now, do you see any of the younger players taking advantage or trying to add a leadership role to themselves?
Well, that's what we hope. We respect the locker room and the space that the players have to say things and talk about things that don't include us. But we hope that guys are talking amongst themselves about what needs to be going on with the team, and it's not just coming from us. We do have some guys that have the potential to be leaders, but young players are often reluctant to do so. And, we have enough guys with Jose and Lou Amundsen, Lance, Jason, to get through it. But Cole Aldridge is a guy who has been here a couple years. He knows enough guys that I think if he spoke up in the locker room, guys would respect his voice.
Would Carmelo ever be with the team to, just hang around, or not for a while?
I think eventually he will. I think once he's cleared to start moving around and can be around the team and be back, at the facility, and his rehab, kind of picks up. I think he's actually looking forward to getting back around the team just to make sure that from a leadership standpoint, even though he's physically not able to play, that the team still, feels his impact. And he's a smart basketball player, and I think his eyes and ears can help a lot of our guys out there.
Have you seen him physically since the surgery? Or?
No, I haven't seen him physically. We've talked to him and checking on him each day, making sure he's good. But we're looking forward to seeing him back, hopefully soon.
How is his spirits anyway? I mean, just now that it's at home, that he's not going to play.
Well, I mean, I'm very reluctant to speak for guys in terms of their spirits and how they're feeling. I think in some ways he's relieved that it's done and it's behind him, and he's looking forward to the day that he's back out on the court at a much higher level than the way he left the court. Anything else, I would have to, leave to him to explain or express to you guys.
When you look at his season, you kept saying it was inconsistent because he was out of the lineup, in the lineup. But was there stuff in the court that he just could not do as Carmelo Anthony? Did you feel, especially in the final month or two? Or?
Well, I don't think any of us, have any doubt that he was limited in terms of his movement due to the knee. We had the back spasms that kind of popped up in Houston, during the game, and it was just kind of a disjointed, stretch for him physically from that standpoint. So I think we saw a lot of those limitations, but some of it was also him trying to fit into what we're doing and try and balance the way we're playing out. So he tried not to, do too much or overexert himself, trying to make sure we have some balance as a team. And so, I think when he's back, he'll be able to, kind of find that balance right from the beginning and not spend a lot of time trying to figure it out. And like I said, I think he's looking forward to that day where he can just play and not think about what's going on physically.
How challenging was that for you, though, to not really be sure from one game to the next whether you have your best player available?
I mean, it's challenging, I think, to our entire group, not just for me or for coaches. The players are most impacted by the presence or lack of presence from a teammate. For us, it doesn't change a lot. We obviously, adjust some things, but it's really the teammates and kind of their bond and kindred spirits that are impacted the most when we lose guys. And You know, we were talking this morning as coaches about how much, you know, we lost in the last couple of weeks, and that impacts a team, not just statistically in terms of Carmelo, Amari, you know, Pablo, guys that mean something to the group. So, you know, coming out of the break, plus no Shane, no Lance Thomas, you know, we're going through another kind of funky transition period, but the guys in our locker room are still, I think, enjoying trying to figure out how to get the best out of themselves, and our job is to try and help them do so.
Speaking of
Obviously,
funky
guys.
transition.